du are going live or is you going live? What the fuck?
Well, he already had it set up, so the key. I just have to guess, but I mean, it doesn't matter if he's gonna do it. That's fine.
Yeah, that's cool. We have backup sweats, 2 backup sweats even.
Yeah.
But it looks fine now, so I guess Ludo has taken over, so... I just need to know when he's doing the countdown.
Oh, so are we ready now?
Yeah.
Alright, simple. JN,
Okay.
you ready?
He says he can hear stream, so whenever Press or Phil says 3, 2, 1, and then you're gonna start.
Okay, I'll do it.
Yep.
Alright, in 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright, so they're starting with that double frame perfect thread.
Shit, I don't know what we said and what we didn't before things happened.
You were talking about the 2 counters getting lined up.
Yeah, I'll just go over that again. So there's a counter for the healer, for anyone who's walking back and forth in front of the door. There's a counter for how many steps they take, side to side, and then a counter for how many steps they have to take towards the door to open it. Wow, pro JN. So, if you get those 2 counters lined up just perfectly, the game runs both the turnaround because you've reached the end of your block and the open the door events at the same time.
Alright, well, I don't want to break in, but since they both got the glitch really quick,
Yeah.
we don't get to talking about that as much as we'd like yet. So now by doing that glitch, they're now able to go to get the hammer by the back door that you're not supposed to be able to go through unless you already have the hammer. So they're grossly underleveled for this, as we just saw with Simpoldood. You're supposed to be at least like attack 4, fight 4, but they're already on 1.
Yeah, I think you're meant to do this section of the game after Palace 2.
Yes, that's what I think. So, and you're meant to grind up levels too. So.
Anyway, getting the hammer early allows you to quickly collect all the items you need to beat the game.
Which, as it turns out, only is the glove, jump, and fairy.
Indeed.
And
Down
7
stab.
magic containers. Oh, yes, down stab and 7 magic containers. They will also need magic level 5. Otherwise, they're just going to be horribly underleveled the whole game. Such as this. And the enemies are actually impossible to see, even if you were to turn the brightness all the way up, because the sprites are actually changed to the same color as the background, so they're completely invisible.
Yeah, it just takes a lot of reps to kind of know where they're all located at and hit them all and get by. So coming up here in the hammer room, they've set up their drops. Every 6 enemies there's going to be a drop, and they're looking for a P bag to give them experience points so they can level up magic to level 3.
Whoever gets or doesn't get the 200 point bag here gets an advantage.
Looks like Jan got it. And then you up an A after the hammer, because you have to run around and collect all those items that we mentioned before. Oh, they both got it.
So this is still like a 10-second race here.
Yeah, the run is on. They don't have to stop for 300 experience points while they're picking the stuff up.
So the way they're warping there is they pause the game and then push up plus A on controller 2. That acts as an instant game over and basically is a death warp back to the start so they can avoid some backtracking. It also fills up their lives and their magic, so that could be handy too. For example, at the start of Palace 7. So that death Simpoldood took doesn't actually matter except for the time loss.
Yeah.
They had to get the trophy in that cave up at the top to be able to get the jump spell here. The Gorilla at Tantari took the trophy.
Just quoting right out of the game, man.
Yeah.
Sorry, I know nothing. So after jump, they go to pick up Fairy and Downstab, so they need to get the Water of Life in the swamp.
Because there's a sick child in Rio's town.
Well, yeah, there's a reason for it, but mechanically all you have to do is go pick up item A and
Yes.
it gets you the spell.
Now, what ProJN did is a trick he invented. He takes that wandering overlay mechanic on that road square, which sets up all the timers and the counters perfectly so that you can walk all the way through the swamp without getting caught by the enemies. Big time savings when you can use it to work. So because JN got the P-bag, he's just jumping over all these enemies in the dark. And now Simpoldood will do the same thing. The enemies actually cheat in a way. They read your controller inputs, and what they do is affected by them reading your inputs. So you can actually manipulate them that way. Those dang double axes. But anyone can still win. They still have the second bridge coming up, and then Palace 7, which is very difficult under level. This is basically just the fetch questing part of the run. But it's almost over. Jay Coper says simple. That's what you get for running from the guy. He was just trying to ask you a question. And yes, Downstab is hugely overpowered in this game. Smash Brothers does do it justice, I gather. Alright, ProJN is ahead right now by, I guess, 30-ish seconds. The whole run should take about 20 to 25 minutes.
To overflow one memory address into another to break the left exit. Sorry, break the left exit so they can do wrong warps everywhere.
And yes, they will skip most of the palaces. They will get.
Sorry, go ahead.
They will get the glove from Palace 2, and after that, they will go immediately to Palace 7. Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say the exact same thing, but sorry, I'm like reading Skype at the same time. And
yeah. So JN got the glitch. He's going through the door. He's overflowing a stack, and he's just going to completely confuse the game now. You're going to see graphical glitches for the rest of the run.
So Simpoldood also got the glitch fairly quickly, so it's still a race here.
Yeah.
Basically, it's all down to encounter luck and execution of Palace 2 and 7.
Yeah, especially Palace 7. As you see, in the swamp, the random overworld encounters move faster than you do, so it's very difficult to dodge them, and it's one of the big random elements of running Zelda 2, the swamp.
Right. I should mention that because the screen scrolling is broken, each encounter only adds 2 seconds.
I think it's 3.5.
Yeah, something like that, 2 to 3 seconds-ish.
But with the run this short, it matters.
It does matter. Looks like JN is finished. Yeah, he finished Palace 2 at more or less the same time as Simple got there. Palace 2 is very short, though.
He picks up the glove by casting Fairy, because when you pick up an item as Fairy, it skips several seconds when Link just stops and holds up the item. So the Fairy just saves time that way. So yeah, they're within like 30 seconds of each other right now.
Yes, Palace 2 is very short. Palace 7 takes around, I believe, 5 minutes with the glitch going on, roughly.
I oddly don't know that. I just look at my splits.
Right, I don't know exactly, but it's around about 5 minutes.
So they're going to do Death Mountain faster than you've ever seen it before. At AGDQ, Inzolt here, is going to be doing a similar run to this, if it's donated in, only it's New Game Plus, so it's even faster, so you skip all the fetch questing.
Right.
And Pro JN will be doing a less glitchy run.
Right, any percent deathless.
Yeah. Well, technically not deathless, but we all know he's going to go for it.
Yeah, any percent with deathless strats. In any case.
Error says, did someone ask for me? Error 72, you should follow him too. He's one of the... When he runs Zelda 2, he's one of the best at it. But no promises on him running it.
So it looks like JN is approaching the grind.
Yeah, they're both on Maze Island, so it's still so close.
It's very close still. So what they need to do next is level up their magic to level 7, I believe?
5.
5. Wow, I was way off.
2, 5, 2.
Yeah, it's 7 is the amount of magic bars we have, not, got that backwards.
They have to have magic level 5 with 7 bars of magic in order to have enough magic to glitch all the way to Dark Lane.
Right.
It's the minimum amount.
The minimum. So they're looking for small encounters while they're doing the grind to get 150 experience pop.
Because they actually misported the game from Japanese version, and they gave the smaller enemies more experience. So they want to fight the orange guys to get more experience per shot.
I wonder if they're both going to do the blue Lizalfos strat as well.
Danzel, sorta. When Fiesel demonstrated this, he skipped the double frame perfect glitch and just demonstrated the glitched Palace 7. So yeah, it's partially the same. I think it's set up so he did the glitch in Darunia where he jumped off out of bounds and ferried. But this is the full round. I think at the time it was demonstrated we didn't know how to do this stuff as well back then, so go ahead.
Yeah, at the time, the healer glitch portion of it was like a maybe one day someone will learn this, and I guess that day has come.
Yeah.
So what they're doing here basically is killing enough dudes to be able to come into this cave and pick up a P bag. It's a 500-point bag.
It's on the way because you have to go into this cave to wrong warp to the Great Palace anyway.
Right, exactly. And there's one more blueless Alphos in the way that
they're going to attack 2 will take 19 hits to kill.
It's very dangerous, and it looks like they're both going for it.
And JN, at his life total, I believe, would be one-shotted by the guy.
Oh!
I think it just happened.
Sorry. Well, this is a simple chance to catch up.
Okay, so that's why killing that blue guy is pretty dangerous.
Yeah, so I expect JN will use the up A trick here at the Palace 7 entrance to refill his lives.
Yep. So Palace 7's pretty straightforward. You just walk right and then walk left a whole bunch.
Except it has one of the hardest rooms in the run.
Right. At Life 2, all the enemies in the Great Palace basically kill you in 2 hits. So even with like safety strats, there's a pretty big risk that you can just like accidentally die because there's no way to skip a certain blue enemy that you may or may not be familiar with.
Yeah, and even though there's a trick we can do where Link can do a fancy double block break jump in this one room coming up, it's really tough. And if you get the bad beam pattern, you can be in big trouble fast. So this is still anyone's race.
Yeah, it's very close. JN is like one screen ahead, which is not a lot of time.
Dark Link alone can make that up.
Exactly.
They're both executing very well right now. So it may just come down to RNG. Yeah, Zelda 2, we've learned so much about how to run this game in the last few years, and the tool-assisted community's been huge with that. I mean, Inzolt here was a long-time tasser of the game, and he went and took the New Game Plus record, beasting it on both sides.
So it looks like both runners had relatively little problems with the blue Bird Knight room.
Oh, yeah. That room is brutal. And to see them both go through it so well just speaks to how well they're prepared for this.
So you
make sure to follow both runners.
So pretty soon here they're going to take a death abuse because their magic bar is empty and it needs to be full before they start the next big skip.
The glitch they're about to use was actually sort of shown in Nintendo Power back in the day. If you jump off the top of the screen and cast the fairy spell, it does crazy things. And Solar Flare, the runner who has the 100% deathless run of this on SDA, found that you can use that glitch twice to go straight to Thunderbird without straight past Thunderbird, so we don't need the Thunder spell.
And that's what allows you to skip pretty much all the game, because to get Thunder, you would have to place all the gems, basically.
Yeah, you have to get all 8 containers, and to do that, you pretty much have to do the whole game.
So, how the skip specifically works is when you ferry off the top of the screen, you just use whatever exit is on screen. So, they warp just far enough to the right. Jane's at Dark Link, by the way.
Get ready on the timer. Uh-oh.
Done.
Oh.
Such a close race. Congratulations, Pro JN.
Oh shit.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Jan. Oh, Simpoldood got hit as well.
Wow.
Congrats, Jan.
Oh, thanks.
And done.
My hands
Great
are
race,
freezing.
guys.
Great
Very
race,
close.
guys. Oh,
Good
yeah.
race, fellas.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Man, that was intense, dudes.
Oof.
What was the time?
1945 on
So,
GM.
20. So simple, I
Pretty
guess.
good.
You're probably like a 2020.
Yeah.
That casual sub 20.
All right, guys. So I guess next up is Final Fantasy.
Yep, with Fiesel.
Alright, good luck to Fiesel. Thanks, guys, for the marathon.
Yeah. Thanks for marathon.
Again, good
Good
race,
luck.
guys.
Indeed, that was well done. And
Please follow both runners.
I'll see you guys after Fiesel with Ultima Exodus.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. Do 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 do. You can't even find Final Fantasy on Twitch. Why? What farm?
Alright, thanks a million. I'm out.
Yes. Yeah, thanks for the race.
Yeah, thanks for race. Oh shit.